Hello students, today I will start exercise 4.4 of simple equations chapter. Here you see the first question. Set up equations and solve them to find the unknown numbers in the following cases. Here the first part is add 4 to 8 times a number, you get 60. Here we don't know this number. This is the unknown number, so we will assume it. To assume it, we will write this sentence, let the required number be x. Okay, now see the question again. Add 4 to 8 times a number. 8 times a number means 8 into x. Add 4 means what? Plus 4 and you get 60 is equals to 60. Now the equation is 8x plus 4 is equals to 60. Now here we can see 4 is with plus sign. We will transpose this plus 4 from left hand side to right hand side. After transposing, plus 4 will be minus 4 on the right hand side. Now in this step we can see 8x is equals to 60 minus 4 is coming. Now we will solve it. 8x is equals to, here 56 will come because here you have subtracted 4 from 60. After this step, 8 is in multiplication with this x. So what we have to do? We want the value of this unknown variable x. Okay, to separate it, we will divide both the sides by 8. And if we divide both the sides by 8, here what will come? Only x will come. And on the right hand side, 56 divided by 8 will come. And if you divide 56 by 8, you will get 7. Thus, x is equals to 7 is the required unknown number. Now see the B part of question number 1. 1/5 of a number minus 4 gives 3. Here we don't know this number. So what we have to do? We have to assume this unknown number. So we will write this sentence, let the required number be x. Now see the question once again. 1/5 of a number. 1/5 of a number means 1 by 5 of x. And 1 by 5 of x means what? X upon 5. Minus 4. Here minus 4 we will write. Gives 3. Means what? Is equals to 3. Now according to the question, the equation is x upon 5 minus 4 is equals to 3. Now we will solve this equation. Minus 4 we will transpose from left hand side to right hand side. Then minus 4 will be plus 4 on the right hand side. And on the next step, we will get x upon 5 is equals to 7 because here we will add 3 and 4. Now we can see here 5 is in division with this x. So what we have to do on both the sides? As it is in division, so to separate the variable x, we will multiply both the sides by 5. After multiplying both the sides by 5, 5 and 5 will be cancelled and here only x will come. And on the right hand side, 7 into 5 means what? 7 5 is 35 will come. So here the unknown number is 35. Now see the E part of the question number 1. E part is Munna subtracts thrice the number of notebooks he has from 50. He finds the result to be 8. Here the number of books you don't know. So what is this? This is the unknown number which you will assume. Okay. So you will write, let the number of notebooks be X. Okay. Now see the question. Munna subtract thrice the number of notebooks he has from 50. So what we will write first in the equation? 50 minus 3 thrice the number of notebooks means 3 into X. 50 minus 3X is equals to 8 is coming down. Here now minus 3X you will write as it is. This plus 50 you will transpose from left hand side to right hand side. Okay. So in the next step you will get minus 3X is equals to, if you subtract 50 from 8 you will get minus 42. Okay. So now in the next step what you will do? Here, because here minus 3X is equals to minus 42. Here this minus 3 is in multiplication with this X. So both the sides you will divide by minus 3 because you want to separate this unknown variable X. Okay. After dividing both the sides by minus 3, here what will come? X, because minus 3 and minus 3 you can cancel, and here 42 divided by 3 you will do. Then 14 will come, and this minus you can cancel, and after dividing this you will get 14. So 14 is the required unknown number for this question. Now students, see the F part of question number 1. Ibn Hal thinks of a number if she adds 19 to it and divides the sum by 5. She will get 8. Students, here we do not about that number. So what we will do? We will assume that unknown number. Okay. So for this we will write statement, let the number be X. Now see the question once again. If she adds 19 to it and divides the sum by 5. So here we will add 19 with this X. So here X plus 19 will come, and she divides the sum by 5. So X plus 19 divided by 5 is equals to 8 because she will get 8. Now we will solve this equation. We can see this 5 is dividing the sum of X and 19. So we will eliminate this 5 from left hand side. For this, what we have to do? As this 5 is in division, so both the sides we will multiply by 5. So here on left hand side 5 and 5 will be cancelled, and on the right hand side 8 into 5 will come. In the next step, X plus 19 is equals to 8 5 ja 40 will come. Now what we will do? This plus 19 we will transpose from left hand side to right hand side. So this plus 19 will be changed into minus 19. And in the next step, X we will write, and if we subtract 19 from 40, what we will get? We will get 21. So the required unknown number is 21. Now see the A part of question number 2. Solve the following. The teacher tells the class that the highest marks obtained by a student in her class is twice the lowest marks plus 7. The highest score is 87. What is the lowest score? Here we don't know the lowest score. So what we will assume? Here we will assume the lowest score. Let the lowest score be X. In the question you have seen that the highest marks is obtained by a student in her class twice the lowest score. Twice the lowest marks plus 7 and the highest score is 87. So according to this sentence we will make the equation. So equation will be 2 into lowest marks X plus 7 is equals to 87. Highest marks is 87. Okay, 87. Now our equation is 2x plus 7 is equals to 87. Now this plus 7 we will transpose from left hand side to right hand side. Transposing 7 from left hand side to right hand side, this plus 7 will change into minus 7. Now in the next step we will get 2x is equals to 80. Because here 7 you have subtracted from 87. Now we have to separate this unknown variable x. For this we will divide both the sides of equation by 2. After dividing both the sides by equation by 2, this 2 and this 2 we can cancel. 1 will come, 1 into x, we will get here x. Now if you divide 80 by 2, we will get here 40. So the lowest score is 40. Now see the B part of question number 2. In an isosceles triangle, the base angles are equal. The vertex angle is 40 degree. What are the base angles of the triangle? Remember, the sum of three angles of a triangle is 180 degree. It is given that in the question only the base angles are equal in an isosceles triangle. But here we don't know measure of each base angles. So here what we will assume? Here we will assume measure of each base angles. So you will write here, let each base angle be x. And in the question you can see the vertex angle is 40 degree. We know that sum of all the angles of a triangle is 180 degree. It is angle sum property of triangle. And vertex angle is 40 degree. Now we will use this rule or we will use this property and we will make the equation. So equation will be x plus 40 degree is equals to 180 degree. These two are base angles and this 40 degree is vertex angle and the sum of these three is equals to 180 degree. by angle sum property of triangle. Now x plus x, 2x will come. Here 40 degree will come is equals to 180 degree. Now we will transpose this 40 degree from left hand side to right hand side. Then the step will be 2x is equals to 180 degree minus 40 degree. In the next step 2x we will write, and on right hand side of the equation, if we subtract 40 degree from 180 degree, we will get 140 degree. Now we will divide both the sides by 2. So on the left hand side we will get x only, because 2 1 is 2, 2 1 is 2, 1 will come and 1 into x we will get. And on right hand side, when we divide 140 degree by 2, we will get 70 degree. So the base angle of the triangle is 70 degree. Now see the C part of the question. Sachin scored twice as many runs as Rahul. Together their runs fell too short of a double century. How many runs did each one score? Students, we have seen in this question that Sachin scored twice as many runs as Rahul. So, without knowing Rahul's score, we cannot know the Sachin's score, and we cannot make equation. So, first of all, we will assume Rahul's score. So, the statement will be, let Rahul's score be x and Sachin's scores be 2x. Why 2x? Because in the sentence you can see Sachin scored twice as many runs as Rahul. Okay? And after that, one sentence is, together their runs fell too short of a double century. Okay? Together their runs means Rahul's score plus Sachin's score is equals to 200 minus 2. 200 means, you know, 100 means 1 century, 200 means double century. And 2 runs too short of a double century. So too short of a double century means what? 200 minus 2. Now we will make equation. Rahul's score x and Sachin's score what? 2x. And 200 minus 2, 198. Now we have got this equation according to the question. Now x plus 2x, what will come? 3x. And 198 we will write on right hand side. Now we have to separate this unknown variable x. As this 3 is in multiplication with this x, so both the sides we will divide by 3 to get the value of this unknown x. After dividing both the sides by 3, on the left hand side we will get x, and on right hand side, after dividing 198 by 3, we get 66. Now what is 66? 66 is x, and what is x? X we have assumed Rahul's score. So Rahul's score is 66. Now we have to find Sachin's score also. So for Sachin's score, we will put the value of this x in 2x. If we put 66 in place of x, then we will get 2 into 66. And after multiplication 132 will come. So here Rahul's score is 66 and Sachin's score is 132. Now children, see the third part of question number 3. People of Sundargram planted trees in the village garden. Some of the trees were fruit trees. The number of non-fruit trees were 2 more than the 3 times the number of fruit trees. What was the number of fruit trees planted if the number of non-fruit trees planted was 77? Students, it is clear from the question that we will assume here number of fruit trees, because you can see here one sentence, the number of non-fruit trees were 2 more than the 3 times of the number of trees. So according to this sentence of the question, it is clear that we have to assume here number of fruit trees. So here we will write, let the number of fruit trees be x. Now see the third sentence again in the question. The number of non-fruit trees were 2 more than 3 times the number of fruit trees. So 3 times of number of fruit trees plus 2 is equals to what? Is equals to number of non-fruit trees. So now in place of number of fruit trees, we will write x, and the equation will be 3 into x plus 2 is equals to 77. Here number of non-fruit trees is given 77 in the question. Now we will solve this equation. 3x plus 2 is equals to 77. Now we will transpose this plus 2 from left hand side to right hand side. The step will be 3x is equals to 77 minus 2. Now in the next step 3x we will write. When we subtract 2 from 77, we will get 75, and now we will separate the variable, and this 3 is in multiplication. So both the sides we will divide by 3. On the left hand side x will come, and on the right hand side if we divide 75 by 3 we get 25. So the number of fruit trees was 25. Now see the fourth question. Fourth question is in riddle form. Solve the following riddle. I am a number. Tell my identity. Take me 7 times over and add a 50 to reach a triple century. You still need 40. In this question, first we'll assume the unknown number. Let the number be x. Now see the riddle here. Third sentence, take me 7 times over. Take me 7 times over means 7 into x. And add a 50 plus 50. To reach a triple century, you need still 40. Means plus 40 is equals to 300. 1 century, 100, 2 century, 200. So triple century, 300. Now the equation is 7x plus 50 plus 40 is equals to 300. Now we will solve it. 7x 50 plus 40. What will come? 90 is equals to 300. Now we will solve it. Plus 90 we will transpose from left hand side to right hand side. Then plus 90 will be changed into minus 90. Now in the next step 7x is equals to 210 will come, because here on right hand side we have subtracted 90 from 300. Now in this step we will separate the variable, and this 7 is in multiplication. So both the sides we will divide by 7, and on the left hand side we will get x only, because 7 1 is 7, 7 1 is 7, 1 into x, x will come, and when we divide 210 by 7 we get 30. Hence the required number is 30. Now children, try these of page number 90. There are two types of boxes containing mangoes. Each box of the larger type contains 4 more mangoes than the number of mangoes contained in 8 boxes of smaller type. Each larger box contains 100 mangoes. Find the number of mangoes contained in the smaller box. Students, in this question we will assume number of mangoes in the each smaller box. So here we will write the statement, let the number of mangoes in the each smaller box be x. Now see the second sentence of the question. Each box of the larger type contains 4 more mangoes than the number of mangoes contained in 8 boxes of the smaller type. Now on the basis of this sentence we will frame the equation. So if number of mangoes in each smaller box be x, then number of mangoes in 8 such smaller boxes will be 8 into x. Okay. Now according to the question we will make the equation. And number of mangoes in larger box, how many? 8x plus 4, because this thing you have seen in the second sentence only. One more time I am showing you this sentence. Each box of the larger type contains 4 more mangoes than the number of mangoes contained in the 8 boxes of smaller type. So number of mangoes in each larger box will be 8x plus 4, and it is given 100 in the question. So your equation will be 8x plus 4 is equals to 100. Now what you have to do? Just like other parts, other questions, you will transpose here plus 4 from left hand side to right hand side. Now the step will be 8x is equals to 100 minus 4. Now the next step we will solve. 8x is equals to 96 will come, because here we have subtracted 4 from 100. So 96 is coming. Now we have to subtract this unknown variable x. So for this we will divide both the sides by 8, and after dividing both the sides by after dividing both the sides by 8, here we will get x. And when we divide 96 by 8, then what will come? Here 12 will come. So what is 12? 12, here we have calculated x, and what is x? X is number of mangoes in the each smaller box. So the answer is 12. Now children, this exercise is completed. You will solve all the questions in your notebook in a proper order. Thank you.